overall the federal budget is very generally positive for SMEs across Australia, I think we'll see the two sides of it, those that are actually effective measures, those that are just appeasement measures or headline grabbing measures, such as, let's say, the foreign investment measures. But generally the budget will see the government returning to surplus by 2021 and will generally have positive effects for the SMEs across Australia. I think there's a few ways that the budget will assist SMEs. First of all, let's look at the fact what the government are trying to do. They're ploughing money back into the economy rather than trying to recover the fiscal deficit. Therefore, we'll see more money flowing around the economy, certainly going into things like infrastructure. This will help SMEs. Let's look at that also, that depreciable write-off. Extending that by another year to 2018 is positive. That will help the SMEs. Although arguably you could say, why not make it permanent? Because it's such a potentially very positive measure. And thirdly, the levy on the big banks. Let's look at this. Essentially, what that's saying to the big banks, if you pass this on to your clients, which could be likely, then you may see that the competitive nature of the other banks help the SMEs. I think one of the areas where the budget might hinder SMEs is the foreign worker levy. This particular emphasis on 457 visas and taxing the small business and also the medium business in this area could be detrimental to the long-term health of the business. Australia relies on its 457 visas, certainly for some workers in the agricultural and in the seasonal areas. Therefore, to make it more difficult both for the worker and for the employer will have a detrimental effect. I think secondly, the Medicare levy. Really, this is just an increase in taxes, but it's been dressed up, smoke and mirrors, really to be a sort of a health levy, and therefore making it more acceptable to the general public. I think that the first home buyers assistance scheme is worth noting. I support any measure that makes housing more affordable, and certainly there are great concerns about how our children will afford to get into the housing market. Secondly, I support the increase in AFP funding. We've got to look at this as one of the benefits of Australia at the moment is it's a secure place to work, and we want to maintain that, and certainly giving the Australian Federal Police more funding will help secure that. I also really support the 10.7 million directed towards cybersecurity. SMEs are probably not aware of all the cybersecurity issues, and arguably you could say that 10.7 million isn't enough, but it's certainly a step in the right direction.